Hey guys, welcome back to Curl Talk Unfiltered. I'm Talia.
And I'm Cass. And today we are going to be talking about education in the hair industry. I want to start off by saying, sorry, I'm congested and my voice sounds different today.
Just fair warning.
Just ignore it.
So, when it comes to education, like, how do you try and do like one education per year, or like does it just depend on what's happening, what's going on?
I think it depends on what's happening, and I think it kind of depends on what year you are in being a hairstylist.
Yeah.
My first couple of years, I was like, I'm doing a hair show a year, and I did a commission salon, so we did a lot of education there. And in the past year, I've done some education on the business side because it was the first year of me really like
being
my own boss.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I did maybe like a 3 or 4 different day workshop with the same financial advisor. Mm-hmm. But I haven't taken an actual like class for my craft.
Technique or whatever. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What about you?
The last one I took was last year. Mm-hmm. And I mean, it's been a year, like exactly a year now. And it's not because like I don't want to. Oh, excuse me. It's not because I don't want to. It's just because like I just don't know what is legit and what's not.
Yes, especially because we're curly hairstylists. Mm-hmm. And so it can just be so scammy and like
it is. They just want to get some money.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's always, I remember the one that you went to because I wanted to go to it as well.
Yes.
I even bought like, I want to say that they want you to have like a specific pair of shears.
I didn't buy, maybe it's just like dry cutting shears, but I just used my regular shears.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Because and what did you get? Did you get like clips or anything? Do you want to say what it was or no? Are we dropping names or no?
I don't know because I fear that I might not have all positive things to say about the class I took, and it was so freaking expensive.
Yes.
So I'll leave the name out.
Okay, yeah.
But no, we got, what did we get? We got like travel size of like barrier cream, which is weird because we didn't do root coverage. We did highlights.
I'm dead.
We got like a backwards bib one.
Oh, okay. The weighted ones for cutting?
No, like the plastic ones for color. Like when you put a toner on and you put the backwards bib on.
Okay, so that's 99 cents.
Exactly. We got like they're printed, you know, like little notebook thing that you take notes in a bag.
Oh my gosh.
And
okay.
The tote is probably the only thing that I would like use, and even I mean it's in my closet. But
did you have to like bring your own mannequin head?
They did provide a mannequin head.
Okay.
You had to bring
stand.
You had to bring your own stand, and
clips.
then clips, scissors, and they obviously had like gloves, lightener, but we ran out of lightener on day 2, so I only got to highlight the back of the head.
Oh no,
because that lightener was gone by the time I got to the top.
So it was like a 2-day color.
It was a 2-day color cut class. Day
cut.
1 was all haircut. Day 2 was all color. And on day 2 we left early. It was supposed to be from like 9 to 5, like a full day, and we left at like 2.
No.
Yeah.
Because you ran out of lightener?
We ran out of lightener and there was just nothing to do.
Nothing to do.
Like, they're like, okay, do y'all have questions? How many more questions can I ask? They're like, do y'all want to revisit the haircut? We did that for 8 hours yesterday. I know.
Literally. Like, how much was it?
Like almost $3,000.
Yeah.
And I didn't pay for it. Okay, so let me
shout out to commission bosses.
Shout out to the commission bosses. And he sent us because he was like, well, I want y'all to have, you know, like a certification under your belt, and maybe like you will learn something, you know, new. So shout out to him for that.
Yeah.
I was like, that's a lot.
My first curly certification was, and I'll say the name of mine, but mine was WeDad, and my boss also paid for it. It was a 2-day class, so 2 days coming in on your days off, and you know, whatever, which was, I loved it, especially at the time. I had no background knowledge in curly hair, and I think that's when people really enjoy curly hair classes is when they have never done. I don't know.
You're right.
I don't know why, like, because even with some other brands, there are like a tier level where you can say, you know, phase 2 or whatever. I don't even know how it is, but like that you know something about curly hair, but you have to take the base level one first, which is $3,000, and maybe a new pair of shears. You have to get, you know, the stand for your doll head. You have to bring all your own stuff, and then you show up and maybe they don't even go as long as they say they're gonna go, and you feel like you're not learning anything anyways. But with We Dad, what I learned, it was a 2-day course, and at the time in like 2020, it was about $800, and which still for me in 2020 was a lot, but my boss paid for it. And there were really only 2 cutting techniques. I will say, like, you didn't really learn how to cut the perimeter of a curly cut, and also it's completely wet haircut. I don't do any of the cutting techniques, but it did show me how to apply product and diffuse and style a client out.
Okay. But which is the basic fundamentals.
And it helped me somewhere. Yeah. Once I knew how to style stuff, then I was like, okay, I know how these layers are going to lay. But other than that one class, honestly, other than that, I'm self-taught on everything else.
And maybe that's why I went into that class kind of already knowing their technique and knowing the gist of cutting like curly hair. And so there was a few people in there that had never cut curly hair before. So there was a bunch of like light bulbs going off for them.
Yeah.
But for me, I'm just kind of like, this seems like a waste of my time. Like not in a, ooh, I'm too good for this, but just kind of like, I don't really feel like I'm learning any new information. It just feels like maybe I'm practicing what I already knew on a mannequin. And I could have been doing this on a person, you know?
And that's how I feel even whenever I was still doing a lot of straight hair too. And I was in a commission salon. And so they, of course, like make you go to education. Every time I went to education, I was like, I just already know this, not to be mean, but like no one's teaching that innovative of things. And there was, I also went the last straight hair education class I did actually pay for out of pocket. It was when I very first moved to Dallas, and Daniel M. Beauty. Do you know him? He's a Wella hairstylist. He's a great hairstylist. He was doing a tour, and he was teaching like, he either would teach you, and the class decided either like his signature brunette. Yeah, I want to say it was signature brunette. And I remember thinking like, he does a lot of base breaks, and he does a lot of like changing people's natural color. I want to see how that works. And it didn't end up really happening. And also, like, I think he broke that girl's base by using like a permanent level 9 whenever he toned, but it just barely shifted it. And I think he toned it down anyways because it was a brunette. And I was just like, oh, I was hoping for like
a big transformation kind of
thing, like how to change someone's natural, if they're naturally really dark and they want to be lighter at the root, how do you do that without making it look like hot roots?
Somebody teach me that now.
Please
like, because people come and say that all the time, and I'm like, I want to like, I really am not sure how to do that without giving you hot roots.
Yeah.
So we're not going to do that.
I almost
obviously
feel
I don't
like,
say that, but
literally, I'm like, girl, you do not want that line of demarcation.
That line of demarcation. It's not going to blend.
It's going to fade really orange.
Yeah.
Which as far as I know, that's how it works.
How else would it fade?
I almost want to say, like, for something like that, if I wanted a lighter brown and then like balayage on top of that, I feel like I would almost have to go lighter brown in one session.
Yeah.
Just that permanent color all over. Which again, how do you not get hot roots on the root? I don't know how to like formulate for that. Just transparency hour. And then I think the next time that they would come in, I would want to just do their roots that same like color that we did, and then balayage the rest.
I think
what would you do?
Like, I mean, probably the same, but honestly, I probably just wouldn't do it.
Right.
Like, I just would be like, no.
Let's do your natural.
And then too, like, we are dealing with people who have, like, most of my clients have really dark hair. And so I'm like, literally when it grows out, like, not even, there is going to be a line of demarcation, and you're going to notice like, level 2 root, and then now you have a light brown blonde mix at the bottom. And so I'm just like, I don't think I like that.
And people will come in and they'll have like all of their hair colored with permanent color, lifted with permanent color. And it is not healthy feeling. It feels like dry, and it goes gross. A little straight-ish. And I'm just like, it's not bleached, but if you're putting 40 volume all over your head, like every single piece, I'm betting on the healthier hair is actually the balayage with bleach and foils with 6 volume, 12 volume, 20 volume.
It's not blowing the cuticle like wide open every single time.
And it's not every hair on your head. So yeah, that's how I feel about that. But Daniel and Beauty, that was the last one I went to. Good class, but again, I want to say that was $1,000 or $800, something like that. And it was just a balayage technique and foils.
Yeah. Like, and see, okay, that is my thing. I think I am wanting more education where it's like formulation and like the science based education where versus like just placement on the head.
Yes.
Like, how many different placements can we do? Like, it's cool to see people do stuff that you've never seen before, of course. But I'm just kind of like, I mean, yeah, but I could get the same result doing the placement that I already know how to get, like already know how to do.
Exactly.
So I'm just kind of like, for me, it's like the color side, like the back end.
Yeah, I'm needing more sciencey. I'm needing more
like break it down.
Sit down and take notes.
Yes. So like, give me like the alkaline acidic breakdown and why you decided to use that toner over this toner. Do you know who Lisa Loves Balayage is?
Yes.
I watched like part of her like online education and she uses a ton of analogies like lip gloss, lipstick, you know, like stuff like that, and it actually makes sense, but it's something where I would have to go back and like rewatch it over and over and over again. So I need that kind of stuff.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. And I need, unfortunately, a lot of times people that are educators aren't also hairstylists.
Yeah.
And so even with, you know, the last one I went to that was about like balayage and stuff, like he has his own salon. He has a ton of assistants. He has clients that will do whatever he asks them to do, which is like an amazing place to be, but it's just not where we're all at. And we don't have all day for stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think same with like curly hair stuff. Like it's so, I think understood by our clients that your favorite curly hairstylist online that's giving these great transformations, like it takes all day. And they have a full team
to help them with this. They have maybe 2 assistants shampooing for them. And like, yeah, that is true. And I think too, like sometimes stuff just isn't realistic in one session. Like even though they showed you something and it looks like they did it in one day, maybe they did, but like that's not happening here. Do you want your hair to fall out?
Exactly. And a lot of times too, with people with straight hair versus people with curly hair, or people who are going to straighten their hair, I'm just like, they can push the boundaries a lot further because their hair doesn't have to be healthy when it's air dried for them to think it's healthy.
Right.
If they can blow it out and it feels soft and like a Pantene commercial, then they think that their hair is healthy.
Yeah.
When that is not the case if you're going to air dry your hair with gel on it every other day. Like, we can't go that hard. Yeah, we can't. And you don't have to. You know, like you already look great.
Yeah. You don't have to go that hard.
Yeah.
I feel like too, we've talked about the curly hair community being like vulnerable and like taken advantage of before, even on the stylist side. Like curly educators know they can charge $3,000, almost $4,000 for a class because it's curly hair and it's very like limited in our industry, like educators. Even like Rima, like her classes are like 3,000 plus it's probably like a 2-day class, but I'm like, what are we learning besides like finger coiling and like like the styling technique,
right?
Like, because what is so amazing that I should spend $4,000? Like, because I've thought about it. I'm like, I mean, she is like, her stuff is really good, but like, what is it like? How is it going to make a difference in my day-to-day routine? And
I've also noticed the finger coiling to style, and I'm just like, none of my clients are going to do that.
I do not finger coil.
No.
Even if you tell me you finger coil, I'm not finger coiling you.
I'm not. I don't have the time.
And she probably does. She might see a few people, like 2 people a day or something. And so she might have the time to finger coil, which cool. You
Yeah.
can do that at home if you want. I'm not doing it. So like
Yeah.
I'm not paying like I'm not. So I'm not paying $3,000 to be taught how to finger coil.
Yes, exactly.
And I'm not saying that's all it is, but I
Right.
feel like that's the look of the style that people see. They see the perfect like curls and they think like, ooh, I want that. When really I'm like, it's just styling. It's just a
Yeah, and that is like, on a side note, if somebody really wants to get into curly hair just in general, or they feel like, you know, they're trying to figure it out, like start with styling curly hair, because if you can figure out how to style curly hair, you can post pictures of curly hair, you can get more people in, and you can keep practicing and getting better at cutting. But a lot of our favorite curly hair stylists online they're really good at styling.
Yeah, and that's what I used to tell the assistants at my last salon that all the time. I'm like, styling is honestly probably one of the most important things. Like you can give somebody just like an okay haircut, but if you really style their hair amazing, then they're gonna love it.
Yep, and teach them how to style it amazing.
Yes, then they're like, oh, I took something from this appointment, and it wasn't just like, oh, I left with my hair done and call it a day.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But, and also being from, like, my background is being in the middle of Missouri. No one comes to Missouri to teach a class.
Right.
So on top of it already being $3,000 and $4,000 for a curly hair education course like this, then also these people in predominantly white areas would then also go, if I want to learn how to do curly hair, I need to pay up front $3,000 to $4,000, which isn't the economy that they come from. They're not going to be able to charge what people in a big city charge. And then they have to fly where they're going, and then they have to have a hotel, food, also in an economy where they're not from, so it's also more expensive. You have to drive, like where I'm from, it's 2 hours to an airport. You got to drive 2 hours to get on the plane. So I think it's not a huge mystery to me why there's a lot of people that don't do curly hair in lower income areas, because it is more expensive for them to find education and stuff.
You know, I guess I never really thought about that, just because I'm from a big city. Not that I never thought about people in low income areas, but like, just like that people that are from like maybe the Midwest probably don't get a ton of like education, because it's not big cities that people want to go to teach. You know, like Dallas, people are like, oh well, yeah, we'll come to Dallas to teach, or even Houston. Like, you know, you
drive to
will
Houston.
get one of the two. But then that's still like traveling, but it's closer than having to take a flight to a different state for a class. And I'm not doing that.
So it's like, and it's also like, if you're in the Midwest and you're choosing between like, do I go to a curly hair class, you know, like fly to Chicago and do that, or do I drive to Florida and have a vacation and learn like a sun-kissed highlights for like straight hair for a quarter of the price? Like, that's what they're gonna pick.
Just makes more sense.
What is the answer to that? Do you feel like, how do we make curly hair education more accessible as far as finances? Online,
you know, like Brag and Beauty has her like online university. Like it could be like a subscription, and there people can learn that way, because I think people like to be secretive, like this is my technique and I'm not going to show you how I do this, like okay. Like you have to pay to learn what it is, and I'm like, okay. And I get it, because like this is your business, you know, but sometimes it's like people just want to learn. They shouldn't always have to spend $1 million to learn like basic things,
especially when we are in like an underserved industry for clients and stuff too. Like, to me, it almost feels, there's been lots of people from back home that will message me and be like, I did this haircut, I'm not sure what I should do different. And I'll just take, like, if I have a video of me cutting someone's hair, I'm like, oh, I have a video of me cutting someone's hair similar. These are the sections that I take. This is like the angle I'm taking here. And just as best as possible, try to send that, because it's people's hair on the line. Like, I reached out recently to Tay. She was on maybe 2 or 3 episodes ago. It's a good episode. Go watch it. But yeah, I reached out to her because I was like, I need so much help. Like with like layering gels and products for tighter, coily, clients. And she was more than willing, like, oh my God, and ask one of your clients to come and we'll style it. And so I think that's my approach moving forward for a lot of things, is just reaching out to people and being like, I have a question about this specifically. How much time can you give me? Is it we go and have coffee and you talk to me about it? Is there a space that I can come
observe
in person?
Yeah.
I could observe. I even told her, I was like, I'll do your wash and go, like if that helps you out or something. And so just being able to like offer somebody something, whether it's like, I don't know, just asking very genuine, and then also being like, I'll pay you for it, or I'll make it as easy as possible, just so that way you're not getting gypped out of like $3,000 and a weekend off work and like all these things.
And then sometimes too, when it's in a class setting, you're not really able to ask all the questions you want. You're moving at the speed of the class pace.
Yep.
When they're larger classes, and I bet like if it's a bigger hairstylist, the classes are going to be larger because they want all, as many people as they can to be there.
True.
And so I feel like sometimes for me, I don't like to ask questions in a public setting.
Yeah.
I'm kind of just like, okay, we're going to move on. Like, I don't know what she's talking about, but but if it's like one-on-one, then I'm more comfortable being like asking the stupid question, even though it's not a stupid question. I just don't want to inconvenience anybody else. If they're like, girl, we already went over that 3 times,
Yeah. You're like, well, I need it again. And I wasn't talking.
I need a fourth.
That's one thing. The last couple times I went to a 901 Academy class in LA a couple of years ago, and there were these ladies in the front of all places just kept talking to each other. I was like,
not
shut
even there
for
up.
Shut up. It's like because they thought they knew everything that was going on, and maybe you do, but at the time it was like 2022 or something. I'm like, I've only been doing hair like 4 years at that point. These people are doing celebrities in LA. Like, I'm trying to just know, how are they talking? Class etiquette could be a whole thing. Etiquette,
yeah, because they don't have it.
No, a lot of people don't have it.
Some people don't have it.
Do you think it's important to clients that we have certifications?
In the curly hair industry, yes.
Okay.
People ask me all the time.
Really?
Yes. So like, do you do this cut? Do you do the diva cut? Do you do yes? And I'm also like, y'all don't even know what that means.
Exactly.
Like, you don't even know what the class entails, and if I do tell you I'm certified in a specific cut, but girl, I don't even use the techniques that I learned that day. Like,
exactly.
I feel like for them it just gives us a little more like trustworthiness. Like, they're like, oh well, they spent time to go learn something. But also, I know a lot of a lot of people who aren't certified in anything, and they're really good.
Yeah. And
so I just feel like it doesn't really, when people ask me that, I'm like, it just means nothing to you, so I don't really get why we're talking about it.
I think that they think that they're all really different in the way that they like pick up the hair and the angle that they cut the hair, and like I think people really do think like a weedad cut is this, a Kato cut is this, and I'm like, all of them are just a different person cutting it the same.
Like, do they pull it out a different way? Sure. But do we get the same rounded result in the end? Yes. They're all big, round, bang.
Yes.
Like,
there's nothing like, it's not 1, 2, 3. It's like, it's still just cutting hair. It's all the same.
End of the day, it's just cutting hair.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, maybe is one like more efficient than the other? Maybe that could be it. Or like, maybe they style it differently. Weedad does wet cut. So like that's different than some of them. But also the result in the end is the same. So I don't really think, not that the technique doesn't matter, but like it shouldn't matter to a client.
Right.
What technique I'm using.
Yeah.
Because what am I going to do? Sit here and break down why I'm holding it like this instead of, like. Yes.
And I get why they think it too. It's because it's like the marketing for what they're seeing online is like, ask your stylist for the Kato cut.
Yeah.
Can't remember what the other cuts are called right now, but like
Diva curl, what is it?
What is that other one that's like Kato, but it's Rezo?
Oh yeah, Rezo.
Ask for the Rezo cut, and it's just like they're all using. It's all rounded layers. It just depends on how you do it.
Yeah.
And also, you're coming to me. You're actually asking for the Cass. You're actually asking for the Talya.
You're asking for the Talya cut, the signature.
Because we're just taking like what we like from each place
one and putting it here. Yeah.
Yeah. And just deciding this is what I'm best at.
Yeah. Like, just because I learned that does not mean I'm using only that all
day.
And it's very rare actually that I use it. Like, especially on like The technique that I was taught, I mainly only use it on tighter textures, not looser, not even, most of the time, not even like hair like mine.
Yeah.
Like it's mainly like kinky, tight textures. Because I'm like, how can I hold it that specific way when it's loose?
Right.
For me.
Yes. And sometimes like my clients, there's like a couple different curl influencers on TikTok that like you will get their visuals. Like your client sits down and they're like, I want this. And most of the time, because I do a lot of looser textures, it is a specific person that I'm not loving the haircut.
Yeah.
Like it's giving, all their hair is layered and there's like 3 little curls left at the bottom and it is very jellyfish. And I'm just like, do you like that? And 99% of the time they'll say, no, I don't like that there's only 3 little hairs left, but I like all this volume. And I'm like, yeah, so the only way you get all that volume is if you take all your hair and layer it and then those 3 little pieces are left. So like, what else would you like? And then it's like, okay, they go with the Cass at that point. Last week there was a girl that wanted it still and she was like, I don't mind that the ends are thin and straggly and not there. And I'm like, but you also want your hair to grow longer.
Yeah.
Like she was like, yes. I'm like, well, it's not going to if there's only 3 hairs there. They're going to break off and it's going to keep getting shorter. 3. And because she hadn't had a haircut ever before. She was like a younger girl and like in high school. And I was just like, yeah, you got dead ends everywhere. Like we'll have to cut your hair to your ears one day. And I'm serious. I'm not even exaggerating. Like, I'm just like, if you do that many layers, it is going to be so disconnected and I'm not putting my name on it. You're not making a TikTok on my watch.
And then it sometimes it also does not matter how much you explain to them. If I cut all these layers and your hair is this long, I cut all these layers for volume and you're not going to have any down there. You can tell them that a million times.
Yeah.
But then whenever you style them out, they're like, why
this looks bad.
Yes. And I'm like, well, I've explained it to you. Like, I don't know what else I could do at this point.
Yes.
Like,
and that's why I don't cut it. I'm just like, no.
It's hard to, I have also with those haircuts that we see online, they're all super thick haired. Most of the time they have really thick hair.
Yep.
And if they don't, and they got that much volume, shocker.
Yes.
But most of the time their hair is on the thicker side. And so it's hard to explain to someone who doesn't have that much hair that it's just not going to happen, you know, because I'm like, I know you want that, but it's not going to work that way. Like your hair is not going to do that.
Yeah. And like people don't put their hands in everyone else's hair all day
To feel,
so they don't know, like they have this long hair and they're just like, but I have a lot of hair. And I'm like, but you don't have
thick hair. Like, yeah, you might have a lot.
Like it's long.
And then you cut it.
But it's not thick. It's not, you can have layers to your jawline all the way around because a lot of people with long hair don't like that the back of their head is flat. And I'm just like, you can't have hair that is 3 feet long and layers that are 7 inches long.
I had somebody like that a few weeks ago.
Really?
And she hadn't had a haircut in like years because she couldn't find somebody that she could give her the right haircut. And she was like, the last girl that gave me a haircut gave me the most perfect haircut. Like it grew out so nicely. Her hair, I'm not kidding, was to her ass. And box colored.
What color?
Red. And she wanted like layered, like a lot of layers. But I'm like you said, you have a lot of hair, but it's not like the thickest of the thickest. Once I remove this, it's gonna feel thin at the bottom. And so I'm like, I don't know how to make this not a triangle because it's too long.
Yes.
Like it's not possible. And I'm like, whoever did your hair last time was a magician.
Go back.
Go find her.
Maybe you saw her before all the underneath got broken off and now the layer that the section I'm supposed to be layering is actually your length.
Exactly.
And I got to explain that to you and it's just like, oh, it's always been that way. I'm like, no. It's ponytail breakage.
Yep.
Like,
and then I'm
you
also
did that.
Just like, sorry, who wants their hair that long?
I can't.
Know. And then you want it to be big. I'm just like, guys,
no.
This is not realistic.
It's giving big head, little body. Sorry,
that's what we're getting.
It's what it's giving. It's giving. There's a lot more hair than there is.
Yeah.
It feels like a second person is too much, and that's coming from me.
Yeah,
so.
you have long hair.
Thanks, but yep, this is all it's
That's all it's gonna do.
This is all she wrote. Once it gets past this, it's giving like Amish or Pentecostal.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm not the one to say it.
Yeah. It does give Pentecostal girls. And one thing I do to show people their hair's too long is I will take my hand and basically pull out the back of their head like a piece of hair, and I'll measure their hair to my body. And it's been like it's been over half my wingspan before. And I'll be like, it's too long. Like it shouldn't be.
Like, I love that you got your hair that length.
Yeah.
Fun. But what are we really doing with it?
Yeah.
Like
putting it up.
Putting it up in a bun.
Yeah.
Putting it up in a ponytail.
Exactly. But I think too, on the education topic, I think if you're a hairstylist that doesn't know how to do curly hair, you should take a curly hair education course.
Yes.
You should get certified in something. But right after that certification, I would not say my haircuts are $200.
Yeah, don't get
just because you paid $3,000 or $4,000 and you went and stayed somewhere. Keep it normal. Keep it on par with your other haircut prices, and let it pay itself off over the course of some time. Because also, like, I have clients drive like 4, 5, 6 hours on a Saturday to get their haircut because no one in their area does it. If you would just do it, it would pay for itself. Your certification.
Yeah. And I think too, people think that the areas that they're in don't have people with curly hair, and I'm like, they're everywhere. And they will come if you are good and provide a good service.
Yes.
I think I don't know. I just feel like it should be basic, like learning at this point.
Yeah. I think it should be. But yeah, you're in the best spot ever if you don't know anything about curly hair and you're thinking about taking a curly certification class. You will enjoy every certification class that you go
because
to.
It's fun and it's new. Like, it's new information to you.
You will learn brand new things and be like, this was worth my money and my time. 1000%.
And even if you leave like not feeling confident in cutting, but maybe you feel confident in styling the hair, well, then you won.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because styling goes a long way. You can even cut a curly girl's hair the same way that you would cut it if it was wet. And if you just style it for them nicely, especially if there's no one else around them that does curly hair, then they will appreciate that, and you'll keep getting better. Once you know how it styles, you'll know where to cut it next time and how to change up your cutting technique.
It's repetition. And a lot of people, I've actually seen stylists do free styling like lives, you know, where they're like, I'll be on live today at 3 p.m. teaching y'all how to style curly hair. Girl, get on the live for free.
Yeah, get on the live. Yes, 1,000%.
They do. I've seen that like multiple times. So I don't know. Or maybe like just go to a different stylist and sit in and watch them style some hair.
Yeah, if somebody reached out to me and they were like a hairstylist and I could tell that it wouldn't be like a huge waste of my time and they were like, I just want to watch you, I would be like, okay.
Yeah. Okay, girl.
Yeah. But also, if you do that, don't come in and talk all day long and ask questions in the middle of it. Like, don't make the day all about you. Be a fly on the wall, look cute, be on time, and try to be helpful all day. That's what I would say.
Yeah. When I was like first learning, I went and shadowed my hairstylist for just one client for like a highlight. Because I was texting her and I was like, girl, I don't know what I'm doing, but these highlights are not coming out. Like, I feel like I'm having to work really hard for them to look like something. She was very like chill about it. She was like, yeah, girl, just come in and like see. And she was cool if I had questions. She was like, what is it do you feel like that you're doing that isn't working? And so it was cool to like talk to somebody who had been doing it for a long time and like give me some advice.
Yes, because that's huge. Taking like some cutting techniques that I had learned on straight hair and putting it to curly hair, that worked. That was fine for me. Color,
It's completely different.
it was hard to self-teach, and I feel like I'm pretty good. Like,
And that's what I was doing. Like, that's what I was doing. Basically balayaging curly hair the same way I would straight hair. And I'm like, it's not showing up.
it's
Where is it
gone,
at?
and it takes forever, and it's gone.
Yes. I'm like, where is it at? So now it's just like chunky.
Big chunks.
We're moving. Like,
Yes. Literally. And we're saturating and
Yes.
we're combing and then we're getting it. Like, I needed that.
Yep.
And also, a lot of people, I can even remember just not knowing what volume developer to use.
Yes, because the porosity of curly hair also plays into color.
Yes.
When I learned that, which it just never crossed my mind, but when I learned that, I was like, oh my God.
Yeah. Like, this is going to lift in no time, and then it's going to burn right off.
Exactly.
If I don't lower this.
Calm down.
But then also, we're working with clients with a lot of darker hair. And so then it's like, if you mess around and put 6 volume,
I'm trying to be sitting here all day.
oh my, it's just not even going to turn out. And you're going to be the girl that couldn't get them blonde. Like,
Thankfully, shout out to Blonde Me and Seven Ball.
Yes, that stuff is
moving
crazy. Yeah,
Cass is scared of it.
Yeah, I am. Shout out Blondorplex 9 and Intensive.
See,
if you know, you know.
I felt like I would have to wait longer. And I would have to use like a higher volume.
Yeah. I think you do. But it doesn't.
I mean,
it doesn't swell. Like
it doesn't swell. Yeah, like some may. Some might swell.
And swelling scares me.
Yeah, because you're like, what's going on in there? There's a chemical reaction.
Yeah, it freaks me out. Like something's wrong.
It just always swells.
It just always does.
Yep. So you gotta lock them foils in.
Scary. I've considered pulling way back from even coloring hair lately. Just because I haven't been feeling passionate about it. Have you? You've been thinking it?
I literally was thinking it. Not that I would like. I don't think I'd do it because I don't want to do haircuts all day.
Yeah, I don't mind doing haircuts all day. I don't like having the conversation with people that their hair is not healthy enough to do the thing that they want to do.
Yeah,
with their color.
Yeah, and
then I just have to be like disappointing to them, and then also it takes a long time. Like it is good money, and then there's also the chemical. I'm in a real healthy girl thing. And so I'm just like, I don't know that for another 20 years or 10 or 15 years, I want to keep exposing myself to these chemicals for what?
Yeah. So my eyes will be burning sometimes at the end of the day.
Same.
Like they'll be itching.
Same.
And I'm like, what's going on?
But also sometimes if people come in with product buildup, my eyes are burning, itching, watering. So sorry, but yeah. If you ever see me grabbing the tissue because my eyes just won't stop watering,
yeah, I know. I'll be
that
diffusing like this.
I know you put something on this before you came in here.
Now it's on my hands, and maybe I wiped my eye.
Literally, it's just in the air around me. I'm like, I'm sorry, it's just allergies.
Yeah, it's allergies.
Hey, maybe that's why I have this. Anyway,
maybe. Anyway,
but yeah, I've been considering stepping back from it. But that's one thing with education that I'm like, do I even want to do a curly color education?
If you're not like passionate about it. Yeah, I understand that. I just think I can't do haircuts all day. I think I will go crazy. And my shoulders, I can't take it.
Really?
I can't.
I'll do 5-6 a day and just be like, it is what it is.
I can't. Please. I hate the days where I have 5 haircuts back to back. I literally am like, there's nothing to break this up. Like there's no gloss, no nothing. I'm like miserable.
Okay, period. I love those days.
Because then I'm like, there's no time for like breaks. Makeup or like break time. Like in a color appointment, I can make up some time really quick. Like if I need to just move really fast, you know, like I can do that. In a haircut, I can't do that. And then blow drying, a million years.
Yeah. Well, that's because you're not double diffusing.
Oh. Well, I can't.
I know, because you don't have the electrical work.
Yeah.
But me, I'm 2 blow dryer diffusing. And if I had a curly hair class, it would be on double diffusing.
Yeah. Girl, and I have a diffuser stand. So one could just be on the diffuser stand.
Exactly.
You need one of those.
I do.
Yeah, girl. And then whenever you leave the dryer on one spot, girl, dry. Yes.
Like
immediate.
Yeah. You like,
instead of the whole.
Oh my God. Yes.
Anyways.
I think that was everything, right?
That's it. Wrap this thing up.
If you guys have curly hair certifications you took and loved and you're watching on YouTube, put it in the comments. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.